Yeah, let's start with Solo Parati, since it's your collaboration. It's about the dilemma between earth and mind in love. And love is a common topic between your song. Like, Sophia, your love is gonna break in me, like a mix of your titles.
Exactly.
So how did you meet and work on the single? And what's your solution, if you have, from heart and mind?
So we've met through a mutual friend of us, and he's managing also Alvaro, and he at some point connected us. Like I think we know each other since 2015, but we never met and we never worked before. At some point, they reached out to me and asked me like, "Yo, don't you want to work with Alvaro? He's in Berlin." Then we've found some dates, and then we've met in October 2020 and had our first session, and it was very interesting because both of us didn't know what to expect, because I think both of our worlds are kind of far away. And then we went into it and just started jamming, and everything just went very, very well and smoothly. And that was the first session.
Cool. And what about the solution? What do you choose between heart or mind in love? It's a difficult question.
Yeah, I think it's very difficult. I think there's not a correct answer to any of that. And I think like you should just be happy with what you choose, and you should be, because regret is horrible, so you should not like, you should make a decision, but it's very hard, of course, because in that moment you don't know which one is right, so that's what makes it so hard, because you have really no idea. Sometimes also family is important, people who know you from forever, your friends, that might help. But I think what helps me is meditation. Meditation is really important, and I feel that in a way you can kind of visualize and see more clearly, what is happening. And I don't know, I think everyone has its own way of doing it, and sometimes we just have to learn by trying, and learning by doing, and by getting our heart broken and stuff like that. So I think it's inevitable, and it's part of life. Yeah.
Cool. So we're talking about life. Magic is inside little things. So which are yours in your daily life, like normal but fundamental moments or activities?
This is again topic?
Okay.
Yeah, you're free to choose. Yeah.
Sure. I'm gonna do like I would say like the most important things of little things in life for me are like eating. I love eating. I know, in Italy everyone likes food as well, like in Spain. So it's that's, yesterday I was in a restaurant with my friends and I ate patatas bravas, the one that's there's like very small cut potatoes and fried and then with incredible spicy sauce and mayonnaise, and wow, it was so good. O sea, it's like a moment where you eat it and you say, mamma mia, Dios, ciao. And then those things, you just, it's incredible. And for me, that also the sea, like the ocean, when I go to in summer, when I go and see the Mediterranean Sea, I grew up there, so every time I go back there, I just have to stand in front of it, and then I don't know, it has something very calming and very peaceful for me.
Yeah.
So maybe those things for me are very important: nature and food.
Cool.
I think a little thing, which or like something small, which is also so important, and which is for me in a way the only thing that never gets boring and never gets old. But that's the sun. Like no matter what nice things like you do, everything at some point is like, okay, you kind of get used to it. But for me, the sun is like, I think if I see the sun 2 years straight, even then the next morning I wake up and the sun is shining, I'll be like happy to see the sun.
Energy, power, kind of values. Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you. So let's switch about sport, because Tobias, you are a sport and a Formula One lover. So who is your current favorite driver? And what's your favorite sport? And what about you then, Alvaro?
Yeah, my two favorite sports are basketball and Formula One. I mean, Formula One is my first sport that I ever watched, and I think that's like since I was 6 or 7, I'm watching it. Basketball came a little bit later, but then at some point Formula One got a little bit boring because Hamilton always won. But past 2 years, it's finally very exciting again, and I was also very happy that Verstappen won the championship last year, and I'm definitely cheering for him this year too. But there are some other great drivers like Lando Norris. I really like that guy. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I watched like, I think also for, like similar to me, like Formula One was like a family thing that we were watching at home, and I've never been like I like football, but not as much as Formula One. And then I remember that when in 2004 Alonso was like going really well, and then he was just suddenly like winning everything, and then I don't know, the Spanish pride was like even bigger, like yes, you know, we have a Spanish guy there winning the championship, and it was so good.
Yeah.
And I know Carlos Sainz from different common friends, and now he's doing such a great job. I'm super happy that there's a Spanish, you know, guy at Ferrari also. That was super crazy. When I heard that Leclerc and Sainz were going into Ferrari, I was like, okay, this is great. You know, this is like the young people now. We have to get an update. And when I lived in Italy, I was invited to Monza like a few times, but I couldn't go, and that was horrible for me. So I will definitely, you know, want to do that because I did the Mille Miglia when I was, I don't know, 4 years ago or something. So everything that has to do with cars and stuff, races, I love.
Cool, great. So it's another shared thing that you have. Okay.
Yes.
So
we'll definitely do a race together one day.
So then let's move to music. So Alvaro, what's your relationship with the dance music? And how did you both approach to this world in terms of inspirations? And what do you think about the fusion between dance and kind of Latin sound?
I think I went to the dance direction personally when I was listening to a lot of David Guetta, and then, you know, Kelly Rowland did the song with David Guetta, and you know, the love is gone, 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 gone.
Yeah, of course.
That was just a great song when I was in the club. And I remember that was, you know, that's when dance kind of became pop also, you know, EDM came about. Then, you know, of course, Avicii and Kygo, and now, of course, Topic. You know, it continuously evolves, and it's super nice to see how different influences are coming together. And I think one of them is just like, you know, Latin or Spanish with EDM, because it's true that almost all dance records have like English vocals on it, but none of them have Spanish, almost none of them. So it was a great experiment for us to do it as well, because, you know, in the end, doing songs, it's nice to do good songs, and I think we both can write amazing songs, but we want to do like an incredible song, you know, and something that has something different, something that is, you know, just outstanding, just because it's maybe different. And I think that's why we tried to do this, and for now it worked really well, so we're very happy.
Super. Yeah, and there is also interesting kind of Latin house movement that is trending, and it's approaching, you know, summer, so it's interesting, and in my personal opinion, is the right time also for this collaboration between you, and we really like that. Cool, very, very cool. And
thank you, man.
Thank you. Grazie.
Prego. And regarding, you know, the movements, the restart, finally, you are back touring around the world, and also in Italy. So how do you feel these restart vibes? Could we imagine a show with you performing together? Since Topic is here often in the latest year in Italy. And you, Alvaro, you are among the most loved Spanish artists since almost a decade. So,
I mean, for sure, we would have to do that. I mean, we're thinking of doing that. So I think, you know, let's see what Topic thinks. But he's also up for it, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I am very excited for that, and I think we should definitely do it. And yeah, there are talks that we even do our first show together in Italy. So yeah.
Cool.
Interesting.
Nice.
What about the
Yes.
vibes? What do you feel regarding the restart vibe?
I mean, it's nice, but it's a lot of things at the same time. I hope that we don't get caught up in like too many things, you know. And so many people are like, you know, they're coming to the shows, and some people forget that they have tickets, and some people just, you know, it's gonna be interesting to see it. I've heard like many weird things, but I'm just happy to, you know, play the shows finally for all those people who've been waiting for such a long time.
Let's talk like about you know, the languages, because you, Alvaro, are polyglots. So you speak Catalan, Spanish, German, English, Italian, French, and Japanese. So what's the next language you both would learn, and what's the next country you'd like to visit?
Good one.
I would like Alvaro almost speaks every language, so I think for him it's not so many options.
No, but Portuguese or Brazilian, I think, will be a nice language. Yeah.
But for me, it's like I think I'm just a little bit too lazy. But I think French would. I had it in school for a long time, and I think if I would just refresh it in like a few weeks, I could definitely speak fluently. And also, I grew up with many Italians, so I definitely am familiar with that language, because when I was young, I heard it so much. And I think I could also get into that kind of quickly, not as fast as with French. And also Croatian. My dad is Croatian, and like kind of a lot, but yeah. I'm just too lazy to learn it. I started it sometimes, but then how it is, then you don't continue. So I might just have to travel to one of those countries and just live there for a month or two and go to a language school.
And when we're in Italy, we're gonna have like incredible food, and then we're gonna speak Italian all the time, and then we're gonna do a great show.
Nice.
Super. Okay, so let's finish this interview, if possible, with a challenge, like a whistle. If you like to whistle the very first Italian song that comes to your mind, dance or whatever.
Oh, just now?
Yeah.
Like. Do you know that?
Okay, I will put this so the readers will, you know, guess the song.
Okay.
And you, cool. What about you, Topi?
I can't whistle. I'm always very bad.
That's hard though. I'm also bad at whistling, actually. You can whisper it to me and I whistle it for you if you want. Write it in the chat.
I thought about Children by Roger Miles.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
He's
so nice. Yeah. So nice. Super, guys. Thank you so much. It was really, really good. Wish you the best. And thank you again at the Media Nanny for the opportunity.
Grazie mille. Thank you so much.
Ciao.